Okay, where do I start? I don't even know where to start from. Okay, hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I know it's been like almost 3 months since my last upload, and bear that in mind that the video was pre-filmed. I filmed that video back in June, a few days after my birthday, so it's been a really long time since I sat down and just talked to you. I've missed you so much, and thank you for all the new subscribers, because even though you haven't heard from me, I had a few subscriptions, so thank you so much, and welcome to this small little family. So as I said, quite a long time and so much has happened. So the last video was about my favorite TV shows of all time, which I have a few that I would like to add. Maybe in the future I will do another one. But at that time I was in a different stage of my life, and I wanted just to come back and do a little bit of a life update, because so much has changed and I want to fill you in about it. Sorry if I'm a bit off. I just kind of lost the attitude of the camera, if that's even a thing. And I'm sorry if I'm not really speaking out loud, but my dad is sleeping right here, so I don't want to wake him up. So back in June, it was the week of my birthday when I last filmed the video, and at the time I had a week off because of the coronavirus and everything that was going on, and it's still going on. I just at the time had gotten back to work, and I had another week off after not even a month of going back to work. So that was a plus. And the day of my birthday, I received a call. It was actually a job offer that I had back in March, but due to lockdown, everything was postponed. So they called me on the day of my birthday, and they told me that they wanted to start the try-on period, and if I was still interested. And I said yes. And everything started from there. I just started to do this try-on period at this company as a customer care at the customer care service. So it was a completely different job compared to what I was doing. If you've been following me, you probably know that I was a beauty advisor. I used to work in a local beauty store this try-on period, and it was an office job that allowed me to have Sundays and Saturday and Sundays free. I would have been just at home during the holidays, which I've never been. I've always worked Sundays and Saturdays and the holidays, except for Christmas days or Easter day. But every other holiday that you can find on your calendar, I've always worked. And I was kind of skeptical at the beginning, but then I decided to quit my job that I've been doing for the past 3 years. I'm really sad about it, and that at the beginning actually should have stopped me from doing that, but I was convinced that this job was a better opportunity for me. I was just sitting all day in front of a computer, and I would have the weekends off. I would have the possibility to travel abroad, but I was convinced that it was better for me. And by the way, sorry, the sun just went away. I do film with natural lighting, so if you see just moments where it's super bright and then it's a bit darker, that's why. Anyway, I started this job, and actually after a week I decided to quit, and I knew that I would be at home because I didn't have another plan. But you know that, I don't know if it happened to you, I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I didn't feel that job was right for me. As soon as I started doing it full time, because when I was doing the try-on period, I went like for 2 hours a day during my lunch break, working 12 hours a day, because I in the morning I would go to the beauty shop, then I would eat a sandwich or whatever. I would go to the other company, stay there for 2-3 hours, and then go back to work. So, and it's been like that for almost a month. I was so stressed. I was just on a breakdown. I would cry. I was nervous because I was so stressed. I didn't know what to do. And then once I started doing it, everything just fell apart because I felt like I was trapped in that office. It wasn't a sane environment, and I didn't like that at all. I've always worked in stores or in hotels, so I've always been used to interact with people, not just stand there and write and type all day. And that really wasn't for me, and I knew that I would be so upset about it, but I had to quit. It didn't really felt right. I wasn't feeling good. And if you're doing something that you don't like, just not even a little, you can't continue doing that. And that's kind of the start of the story, because I quit this job, and for the whole month of August I was home. I was kind of depressed because back in the beauty shop they didn't want me because they already found another employee, which is not as good as me. No pun intended, but seriously, I know my value, I know my worth, and if they don't want me back, then they're not enough for me. And that's the mentality that I'm at right now. And then I was just home, and I was so sad. I was just not even enthusiastic about anything. I couldn't find a new job because due to COVID, everything is blocked, was and still is blocked. It's not easy to find a job, and little old me decided to quit the job. I know I've made a huge mistake, but maybe that's what's supposed to happen, and maybe it's the time for me to find a better occupation and a better work for me. And I was home for all of the month of August. I didn't go to the beach, and I live by the beach, guys. So that would really tell you how crap I felt. Up until the last day of August, I got a call from a friend who saw an advert that at a local store, they were looking for a sales associate. And I sent in my resume. The same day that I sent it in, I was called, and the lady told me that they wanted to interview me. The next day I did the interview. The day after that, I did another interview with the owner of the store, and the day after that, I started working again. After a whole month, I had a new job. And right now I'm working at AW Lab. If you're from Italy, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's a store that sells shoes and lifestyles, clothing, everything revolves around sports and all that. It's basically like Foot Locker in America, but this company is based in Italy. It's completely different from what I was doing before, and at first I wasn't really excited about this job. First of all, because I found it out of nowhere. It's been 2 months since I've been working there, and at first I actually didn't like it at all, because coming from luxury and beauty and all that, and ended up in a store that sells sports, that sells shoes and leggings and hoodies and all that. I didn't like it. It was and still is a completely different way of approaching people and selling. We have KPIs to respect, goals to reach, and it's really hard. But I'm doing it, and I'm learning so much along the way, and I know that something better in the future will come. And I haven't stopped looking for a job that really fits my knowledge and that really I'll do better and I won't stop looking. I won't do the same mistake to quit this job before I find another one that I like more. So guys, if you do have a job, don't quit it. We do live in such a different environment, and it's such a difficult time all over the world, and we can't quit our jobs. If you're lucky enough to just don't lose it, and if you're lucky enough that they don't fire you, just stay there. These horrible time sooner or later will come to an end, and we'll get our lives back, and we will appreciate everything so much more. And that's basically my story. I just wanted to tell you guys that after facing that horrible and terrible and making that mistake of leaving a job that was certain for something uncertain and that I wasn't completely excited about, just really made me think that I don't have to be so impulsive when I do things, especially when it comes to jobs, because I'm getting older. I'm 28, so I have a family project. I want to get married and buy a house, and I can't. I'm not 20, I'm not 18 anymore. I cannot do, and I cannot take these huge decisions without thinking so much about it, and most of all thinking about the consequences, because everything we do has a consequence. And I learned on my skin that you really have to think through everything you do, especially when it comes about jobs and about your future, because let's face it, we're talking about my future. And at this time, I'm not completely happy about what I'm doing, but I'm doing it at my best because that's what I got right now, and I'm not taking it for granted, and I'm fighting to get where I want. I read a quote on Pinterest that said, I don't remember the exact words, but it went like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. And that really caught me, because that's really what I feel right now. I know that I have a way. I don't know still where exactly I'm going, but I will get there. And I wish everything to you. I wish the best to you guys too. Just believe in yourself, and because if we don't believe in ourselves first, no one is ever going to do that for you, apart from your family and all that. But it's you, the first person. You have to believe in yourself, and if you got there, if you got that, you're just halfway through reaching your goals. So guys, I hope I didn't bother you too much, and thank you for watching. And I just wanted to just sit down here and talk to you, because it's okay just to face things in life, especially during this difficult time. I feel like we're so sensible, and we're actually, I feel like everyone just do things, and we actually don't know how everything will end and we will go back to normal. So I feel like every day hearing about death and new cases of COVID is just really stuck into my mind, and I feel crap every day, but I'm trying to overcome that and transform the negativity into positive thinking, because that's really what will help. If we just concentrate ourselves on the negative and everything that is happening, we won't get out of it. We have to follow the rules. I'm very strict with that. I do follow the rules perfectly, but we have to stay positive and maintain a positive attitude. So don't stop believing in yourself and stay safe. See you on the next one. Bye.